Here we have a Select N question, which basically means they are going to tell you in the STEM exactly how many answers you have to pick. Here are 2 findings. So we are going to choose 2 of these findings that are essential for follow-up. Now, to be honest, I don't pay too much attention to the number that I'm going to choose, and I kind of take my typical approach of going one by one and asking myself, hey, true or false, would I need to follow this up? Then at the end, hopefully I've come out with the right number, and if not, I can take it from there. But as always, we need to really start with our STEM over here and get a sense of what's going on with this client. Here we have a 20-year-old male with schizophrenia. His note is largely normal. We have some expected findings for schizophrenia in here, this report of being thirsty. And when we look at our vitals and our weight especially, we see a big jump in that weight. But basically what I'm going to do is go through one question at a time and ask myself, hey, would what I'm seeing in the note with weight be essential for follow-up? So I look at my weight, I see, hey, yeah, I've got a big jump. And one thing that is really calling my name here is that we see he started taking olanzapine. This is an atypical antipsychotic, and the highest yield thing you need to remember is that it can have metabolic side effects. So when I ask myself, true or false, should I be worried about this weight jumping up? The answer is yeah, absolutely. It's a known side effect of the med, and I want to stay on top of that. Okay, next question. Would I be worried about the pulse? Let's check it out. Vital signs, pulse is 93. That's totally normal, not essential for follow-up. Reports of occasional headache that we see over here, no biggie. That is not essential for follow-up, not something I am concerned about. What about flattened affect? Well, that's pretty typical for his diagnosis of schizophrenia, so I don't think that is essential for follow-up. And same with his speech patterns. Are speech latency and limited responses normal? No, but are they normal for this client with schizophrenia? Yeah, that means it's not essential for follow-up. So lastly here, true or false, should I follow up on reports of thirst? That might seem like super random at first. Why do I care about him being thirsty? But remember the medication he was starting on 6 months ago. That olanzapine has metabolic side effects, weight gain, obesity, hyperglycemia. So him saying he's thirsty all the time actually makes me wonder what his glucose levels are and if he's hyperglycemic. And I do want to follow up on that report of thirst. So I got to the end here and had 2 out of 2. I went ahead and submitted. If you had selected more or less than the number indicated, you would then need to go back and narrow it down. But take it just one at a time, break it down, be easy on yourself, and I bet you'll get to the right answer.